the questions for Raúl. Raúl, quiero que me des tu perspectiva de lo que fue tu actuación y el día de obviamente obteniendo tu octavo gol de la temporada.
Hey Raúl, can you give us your perspective of your game today and what is your thought about having your 8th goal of the season?
El duelo más importante, pues es.
La actuación de hoy me enfoco en lo grupal. Fue excelente. Un equipo que corría en todas las líneas.
Está Stefan Frei.
For the game of today, we'll focus on the group. We played great, and it was a team that was running in all the lines.
Tuvimos un buen juego y creo que nos merecíamos ese triunfo, ¿no?
We had a great game, and I think we deserve this win.
¿A qué crees que se debe ese buen rendimiento que el equipo lleva a lo largo de los últimos partidos?
What do you believe is the reason that the team is having this great performance in the last few games?
Creo que ya tenemos bastante tiempo jugando, pero ahora lo estamos plasmando dentro del campo, nos entendemos muy bien, todos sabemos a lo que jugamos y por eso las cosas están yendo muy bien, ¿no? Aparte que dentro del campo somos bien unidos, somos uno solo nada más, con una misma idea.
We have been playing together now for a while, so that's one of the reasons. We understand really good on the field, but I think the most important thing is that in the field we are just one. We play like one. We play like a team.
Masvita, why don't you go next?
Yep. Sorry about that. I had to unmute. This one is for Steph. Hey, Steph, you guys have just given up one goal in the last 3 games. What is it about the cohesiveness, the whole team, that you're seeing out there?
Yeah, I think today was, what I saw and I really liked. Sometimes the clean sheet gets put on a goalkeeper as a goalkeeper stat, but I think it's really important that the whole team takes pride in it. So, in that last San Jose game, we were a bit ticked off that we weren't able to get the clean sheet. And I really like to see that because it means that everybody takes pride in that. And I think today it was the same thing when we scored that 3rd goal, which now obviously kind of gave us a pretty big chance of winning the game. I think the first response I saw was a bunch of guys looking back and saying, we're going to get this. So it's a really good sign that people as a whole take pride in keeping clean sheets, and not just it's a dumb goalkeeper stat, if you will. It means that you can do it on both ends. And you can bend and not break. So that was great today, and I love how that's a team goal, if you will.
Another kind of quick question. What shirt did you wear warming up? I couldn't tell. You had a warm-up shirt on there?
Yeah, we wore Manuel Eli's shirt because, with what's been going on with social inequality and Black Lives Matter movement, a lot has happened in this country, and obviously George Floyd's unnecessary murder is the thing that got caught on camera and was very, very brutal for everybody to see. But we wanted to make a statement that this is happening also, in our backyard, and happened at just about the same time. I think sometime around March, and just something that is happening everywhere. And for us, I think we wanted to raise awareness that we're also not just jumping on a bandwagon, but we're looking at our neighborhood and how we can maybe help our community, our local community, to find a solution and to bring awareness as well.
Thank you.
Again, reminder, guys, please raise your hand if you'd like to ask a question, and let's go to Jeremiah next.
Hi, this question is for Raúl. You're obviously in very good form right now. Is this as good as you felt? And if you could just tell us a little bit about the goal you scored.
Raúl, se ve que estás en muy buena forma ahorita. ¿Dirías que este es el momento en el que estás en la mejor forma que has estado? Y cuéntanos un poquito acerca de tu gol.
Trabajo para que en cada partido sea el mejor, tanto en lo individual como en lo colectivo. El gol fue una jugada muy rápida, un buen pase de João Paulo. Solo pude controlar y definir muy rápido. Solo quiero seguir trabajando para seguir apoyando al máximo al equipo.
So I work every day to be on top notch for every game, and I think that I train for that on the individual perspective and also on the collective perspective. Regarding the goal was a very quick play, a great pass from João Paulo, and I was able to quickly grab it and then put it in really quickly as well.
Great. Felipe, why don't you go next?
La pregunta es para Raúl Ruidíaz. Raúl, esto va en línea con la pregunta que te hacían hace un momento. Has estado muy acertado con el gol. ¿Qué es lo que necesita un goleador para reencontrarse, pues precisamente con eso, con el gol?
Raúl, this is a question following the previous one. In the last games, you have been very good at closing the opportunities and making them goal. What do you think in your idea is a thing that you have to do to be as sharp as you are right now?
Creo que estar preparado para esa oportunidad que tanto esperas en el partido. Nosotros no tenemos muchas oportunidades, no tenemos mucho contacto de balón como en otras líneas, entonces hay que estar preparado para esa oportunidad, que en la primera chance la puedes anotar.
The key thing is to be always prepared for that opportunity that is going to appear. And what I've been working very hard is to be always available and alert. In my position, I don't get as many opportunities to touch the ball as other lines within the team will get. So I have to be always aware of the game. So when that opportunity comes, I can be ready for it.
Ari Lilienwall.
Hey guys, my question's for Steph. Steph, obviously the team is rolling right now. You're playing really well, and now you're adding Brad Smith to that, a guy you obviously know very well. What are your thoughts on bringing him back and what he can add to what you've got going right now?
Well, for one, obviously he's a great guy. He's a great player. He knows what he's played with quite a few players that are still on the team, so I think he'll be an easy transition to bring him in. A lot of certain elements. Not so much uncertainty when you bring someone in from the outside, so that's great. Competition's always good, right? I think bringing in some high caliber players that can play on that left side with good pace is going to make the squad better. And then on top of that, I think obviously he's a great guy in the locker room. I think he was well liked amongst all the players, all the staff. Good guy that, sometimes when things get tough, you need to have good people that you want to, bond with or stay together with and go to war with. So he's been there, he's done that. We know what we're getting with him. That's great.
Alonso Contreras.
Thank you. Esa pregunta va para Raúl. ¿Cómo te sientes con los goles que vienes anotando justo cuando van a ser pronto las eliminatorias?
Raúl, how do you feel now scoring so many goals just now when the call out for the national teams and the qualification for the World Cup games are coming up?
Muy bien, la verdad muy feliz. Siempre lo he dicho, para estar en las eliminatorias, para ser convocado, siempre hay que estar en el mejor momento. Uno siempre trato de hacer lo mejor dentro del campo y llegar en un buen momento. Creo que hacer goles me llena de mucha confianza y es lo que todo jugador necesita.
I feel very good and very happy. It is always great to be called for your national team, and to be called, you have to be ready and you have to be top notch all the time. And of course, in my position, scoring goals give me that peace of mind that I'm showing what I can do.
Estás siendo una pieza fundamental en el equipo, ¿no? ¿Y algún objetivo en lo personal que tengas esta temporada?
You're being a very good, a very important piece within the team. Any particular personal objective that you have for this season?
Todos somos importantes en el equipo. Creo que cada uno tiene su función igual que la mía. Esto lo hemos demostrado ya el año pasado, que todos hemos funcionado muy bien. Mi meta que tengo este año es poder volver a salir campeón. Creo que trabajamos para eso y no nos conformamos con lo que hemos ganado. Estamos preparados, nos estamos preparando para poder lograr eso, ¿no?
We are all very important for the team, and each player plays its key role into making the team great. So we are all working towards that particular objective. At the same time, my personal objective for this year is to continue to work so we can be champions again. We're not satisfied with what we have obtained before, and we want to be able to repeat that experience.
All right, guys, probably time for one more. So we'll let Casey Donnell from Sounder at Heart round us out.
Thanks. This question is for Steph. Steph, the two halves seemed very different. The first half looked very open, and the second half a little more defensive. Which is harder for you to manage as a keeper, and were you happy with the team's ability to play both styles?
Yeah, I think it's the beauty of football is that, that there's ebbs and flows and there's pressure mounting, and you need to be able to diffuse pressure here and there. And it's just, the game has its own life. And first half, I think we put pressure on them in the right moments, but we defended well. It was somewhat even. We were smart, putting that ball in on the second PK that they allowed to put up the big guys and fight for it. They struggled with our set pieces at times, so that was good. And then second half we knew they were going to come out strong, but still, I think we defended really well, like that bend but not break. And then on top of that, still take our chance when we get it, right? Raúl clinical to score that goal and give us the cushion. Like I said, it's never going to be an 8-1 route. It just doesn't happen. That's very, very rare. For us to win 3-0 and play defensive when we needed to play defensive and offensive when we needed to play offensive is a heck of an achievement. Against a good LAFC, we know they have good players. Shutout and 3 goals. I think you couldn't be more proud of the squad.